Let me tell you a pretty shocking story. One day I was getting ready to take a road trip, and on my radio, the song Last Surprise from Persona 5 started to play. Naturally, being a video game music fan myself, I start freaking jamming out. Turn down the windows, turn up the volume, you never seen it coming, and I was having a great time. And a surprising thing wound up happening. Person walks by my car and looks inside and asks me, "What is that song? Sounds really good." This shocked the hell out of me because no one, or rarely anybody, has asked me like that question, especially when it comes to, well, video game music. So I tell him it's from Persona 5, and the singer from Japan, Lynn, she sings it, and she's great, and she's fantastic. And the guy was completely shocked that this jammin' tune was coming from a video game. And it got me thinking. Long time ago, I was ridiculed and made fun of and bullied because I enjoyed video game music. So I enjoyed everything up from the Super Mario Brothers overworld theme to Kingdom Hearts 2.
And you show me.
Now, I'm not sure if this is true for every gamer out there, but if you're with me on this so far, have you ever had the experience of somebody just stumbling across you listening to anything and them going, "Wow, what is that track?" And without being ridiculed and without being judgmental, they accepted what was happening and it was great. Some people believe that video game music is not music, which is kind of a oxymoron, because if video game music wasn't music, then why would there be music inside of a video game and it turns all topsy-turvy to begin with? Video game music, much like video games themselves, is becoming more and more of an art form, if it wasn't one already. It takes countless hours for composers to get together all the resources to compose a soundtrack that fills in those moments that make us laugh, cry, and shout out and enjoy. Just like with a film score, video game music scores have gone far and beyond what anybody would expect nowadays. Still around are the days where chiptune music is still badass. And now we have like full orchestra sets that are creating full orchestra sets that are creating soundtrack for iconic characters such as Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, Samus Aran, and insert video game character here. They pretty much have like an arranged score or a soundtrack or a remix that just blows the mind out of proportion. Some people like it and some people don't, but video game music has come far and beyond where it used to be, to the point where it's being sold on iTunes, being broadcast on Spotify, and has various channels on Pandora. And I say, why not make it even more widespread? So I want to welcome you to Arcadio. Arcadio has been a project that I've been thinking about for a long time. And it's basically a channel where everybody can come and learn about, appreciate, and celebrate the power and majesty of video game music. I want to do video game music soundtrack reviews and bring them here in this kind of format to show why they're excellent, to show that they hit the same buttons as a hit pop song can hit, that they can invoke the same emotion as your favorite moments in movies. I think that this genre of music, which spreads across many different genres to begin with, is just not brought into the limelight enough where people can notice that it is just a pure art form. So we want to dig deep. We want to hit the Mario Brothers. We want to hit the Uncharted, the Mass Effects. We want to hit the Destinies, the Halos, the Undertales, and the Gunstar Heroes. And just come together and celebrate and appreciate the fact that this music exists. This music gave us memories. This music fuels our adventures and makes iconic moments that can never be forgotten. So I hope that you will join me on this quest. as we dig out our treasure troves of video game soundtracks and say, hey, give this a listen to. Got food in my mouth.
A few moments later.
So how can you help out the Arcadio Project? First of all, very simple. Point out a video game and say, hey, here's this soundtrack, give it a listen to, and let's do a review on it. It can be a soundtrack, it can be a song, it can be a jingle, but let's just dig deep as towards why these things give us so much joy. That's all I got for this introduction. If you're digging this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and comment below and tell me what kind of soundtracks do you dig? Which one should I take a look at first? And if you're initially not a fan of video game music, this is where you can find out how far video game music has come. From the bleeps and bloops of chiptune to the passionate crescendos that just flood our ears now in so many different ways. Oh yeah, and who am I? I'm DJBKArcadio, and I welcome you to the arcade. Let's play.